Let me tell you this. I can care less if the Giants play their starters or not. What I'm concerned about is, can Jalen Hurts play and not guard instinct you?
You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play. He had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You might do it, King Dingbat here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. I hope you Eagle fans have turned the page quick and you're on to the Giants, because we got a playoff game this week. And obviously, Giant fans, they think the playoffs start this week. So if they want a war, they got one. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most throttled, paused, censored Eagles content creator in all the internet, right here. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Just double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. I have a lot to say today. Because I have sat back, just kind of taken yesterday in. Horrible loss, but sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you just have to take it in and remember what it feels like to come out on that crappy end, to lose a game like we did. I listened to all the Dallas Cowboys fans laughing. I listened to Mark Holmes. I think he's made at least like 30, 40 videos on me over the course of the last 24 hours. And all I can say to him is laugh it up, Grady. Laugh it up, Grady, because this is your last week. When the Eagles clinch the division and home field this week, you're going to go play Tom Brady. You're going to lose. So this is your last week to enjoy it, because it's all downhill from there, Cowboy fans. All right? So keep it up. Keep it up. Just go ahead, see what happens. And then I listened to Bad Dog. I listened to Bad Dog's video. We don't know the Eagles shit. We ain't good. We're gonna come at them. We don't care if we get hurt. We don't care. We want revenge. You know, boo hoo hoo. Philly 500's crying. Lord Brunson's crying. Nobody's crying. Listen, there's a difference between an emotional reaction and logic. What I said yesterday is simple. The Giants, logically, probably aren't going to play their starters. I'm not saying it out of an emotional response. I don't care if they play them or not. The Eagles will be ready to play. And the Eagles will beat the crap out of the Giants, whether they're playing their starters, whether they're playing their backups. If the Giants want to be logical and you want to think logically about it, Giants aren't going to play their starters. That's just a fact. Why do you think the Eagles are 13, 14-point favorites right now? Okay? Why did Brian DeBall, who came out after the game yesterday, was like, we're playing our starters, there's no rest until the season is over. Why did he walk it all back today? Because it's not smart. If you're a smart team, and maybe the Giants aren't that smart. I mean, that is possible. They have been a very dumb, stupid organization over the last few years, over the last many years. But when you listen to what DeBall said today, was a lot different than what he sounded like yesterday, okay? If you listen to him today, when he was, here you go. So here's the first question, right? I'll get right to it. What is your plan this week? And this was today for, as far as playing your starters. Here's DeBall's answer today. We'll talk about it and do what's best for the team. So it's early Monday. Go out there and try to have a good week of practice. Prepare like we normally do, and then decide what we want to do relative to who's playing, who's not, whatever we think is best for our team. That's what we'll end up doing. Okay? What considerations will go into the decision? Because obviously you guys are locked in. What will make your determination for you? The ball. Joe Schoen, the general manager, and I will have some conversations, talk to the coaches. I don't think we need to make a decision right now. So again, we'll do whatever we think is best for our guys and our team come this week. That sounds like he ain't playing his starters. Sorry. Do I say that because I give a crap if he does or he doesn't? I don't care. I don't care. But if we're going to take a logical approach to this, we're going to take an unemotional approach. And I get the Giant fans. They're thinking about, we want revenge. We want revenge because we were counting on the Eagle players to bail us out versus Washington a few years ago. We were counting on you guys, and you guys let us down. Now we would love to come back and get revenge. I say play your starters. I say put Daniel Jones in there. We'll knock him into next week. I say put Thibodeau in there. You'll watch him get stonewalled by Jordan Mailata. You'll play your guys. I have no care. We'll shut down Saquon Barkley. We beat your ass once, and we're going to do it again this week. As long as Gardner Minshew is not playing. Because if Gardner Minshew's playing, holy crap, we're in trouble because he stinks. Now you're saying, oh, Philly, you're being too hard on Gardner Minshew. I mean, come on, man. The coaching staff, they put him in a horrible situation. What do you expect from him? I expect him not to throw away pick six with down 3 with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. That's what I expect. Gardner Minshew was horrible. The coaches were worse. I fully admit that. But clearly, the Eagles are 13-3 on the season. They've only lost one game with their starter, Jalen Hurts. One game. They've lost the last 2 because they've had a backup in. I truly believe that. This offense, obviously, is different with Jalen Hurts. It's a different dynamic. You need Jalen Hurts, and you need him quick. And it looks like he's going to play. Ian Rappaport today on NFL Network said that Jalen Hurts is expected to play this week versus the New York Giants. Now, what people have to understand, because I know the thought process is, well, don't rush him back. If he's not ready to come back, don't bring him back. The plan all along from when he first got hurt was that he was going to miss 2 games and then come back and get a little bit of work, even if the Eagles had clinched. So if the Eagles beat New Orleans Saints yesterday, he still was going to play. Why? Because if he doesn't, then you're talking about another week with a bye week. You're talking about a guy who hasn't thrown a football, played in a game action for 5 weeks. You had to get him some work. So he was going to play against the Giants no matter what. This isn't because the Eagles lost. I mean, it's good that he's coming back, but Jalen Hurts is ready to go. He's ready to go. The risk of aggravating the injury now is far less than what it was a week ago. So Jalen Hurts is going to be ready to go, and that's what the Eagles need. The most important thing for the Eagles is they need Jalen Hurts. I know, I can hear the Cowboy fans right now. So you're saying that when we won with Cooper Rush, he is a better backup than Gardner Minshew? Fine. You want to have that on us? You have it. You have a better backup. Big deal. Oh, you have a better backup. Oh, big deal. What's it mean? In the playoffs, Gardner Minshew and Cooper Rush will both be sitting on a bench. Cooper Rush will be sitting on the bench thinking about Gardner Minshew's beautiful mustache. Philly 500 will be trying to shade that shit off because it's disgusting. I say leave him in a van down by the river. But those backups should not be playing the playoffs. It's going to be Dakota Prescott, and it's going to be one Jalen Hurts. If Dallas can get out of the first round, which is a giant if, maybe we'll get to see you guys again. Eagles are not losing this game this week. They're not losing this game. I don't care if the Giants players. I hope the Giants play their starters. I kind of want the Giants to play their starters because I think that it will backfire on them. So I do. I hope the Giants play their starters. I hope Daniel Jones plays. I hope Saquon Barkley plays. I hope Kevon Thibodeau plays. I hope every player on your offensive line, defensive line plays. I hope they all play. And I hope they play the whole game, and I hope they try to win. And then you go out and you get your ass kicked again. And then you go into the playoffs with a loss. Your players are tired and worn out because you had to play. Because let me tell you, you come to Philly, you want to play this week with the Eagles. You're going into war. You're going into that big war. The playoffs have started for the Eagles. Okay, there is no rest for the weary. This is playoff football. If you want a full war, blown World War III, mother humpers, then bring it. Bring your starters, Giants. I don't care. But we are going to tear that ass this week. It's going to be relentless, the beating Giants are getting. It's going to be relentless. And I have no pity for them. So play your starters. I want you to play your starters. I want you to play your starters and then go play Minnesota Vikings, who you could have very well beat. Okay? But you'll be too worn out after the beating the Eagles give you. That's the truth. It's crazy to me. If you're a logical Giant fan, and I say this seriously out of just complete common sense, not emotion. I listen to Bad Dog, and I listen to all the emotional feelings of the Giant fans. But common sense, and I think Brian Daboll is a smart coach. I really do. I think he's a smart coach, and I don't think he's going to allow emotion to dictate what he does. He's going to use common sense and smarts. You think he's going to risk Saquon Barkley for a meaningless game? Do you think that the Dallas Cowboys love the Giants all of a sudden? The Dallas Cowboys are the team that traded the Eagles the ability to trade up and get Devontae Smith over the Giants. Why would you want to do them any favors either? See, it don't matter to me. You could play your starters, you could sit them out, be emotional, be all that. All I know is Jalen Hurts plays, the Eagles go to work. We're about the business this week. I ain't about the emotional feelings of, the Giants revenge game. I don't care about any of that. Play your starters. Don't play your starters. I don't care. All I want is a victory. All I want is Hurts on the field because it's a different team. If anything, Jalen Hurts over the last 2 weeks showed that he's the MVP of this league more than players playing. So to me, it's a lock. Let him go out, play, clinch the division. Jalen Hurts goes out and beats the Giants next week. As far as I'm concerned, that's it. That's a lock. MVP. He should win it. He should definitely win it because the team wins with him. They don't win with Gardner Minshew. That's just the way it is. So the Giants can play their players. They can sit their players. I don't care. But just be ready for a war because the Eagles are going all out come this Sunday. And I noticed today that the game will be a 4:25 Eastern game along with the Dallas Cowboys and Washington at the same time, meaning Dallas is going to have to play their starters. They thought they might get a little bit of rest. I don't think so. You ain't getting shit either. You guys both be ready. Giants be ready. Cowboys be ready. And I'm going to say this. I think if the Giants play the Minnesota Vikings, I think they're going to win. I think they're going to go into Minnesota and beat them. I think Minnesota's right for the picking, which means most likely in that case scenario, the Giants will have to come to Philly the week after. That means the Eagles and Giants will be playing a third time. So could be very interesting. And will Brian Daboll think about that also in regards to playing the starters or not? My money is that the Giants play their starters maybe a quarter series, something around there, and then they're going to take their guys out. Guys like Saquon Barkley will not play at all. So we'll find out. We'll see what happens. But as long as Jalen Hurts plays, we're okay. So keep it up, Cowboy fans. Keep laughing. Go ahead, Giant fans. Be all emotional, mad, and all in your feelings. But the Eagles, we got business to take care of. And we're coming for that ass. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it, including Dallas and including the Giants. All right, and just to go confirm what I'm saying, all right, and why I think Brian Daboll is a very smart coach. Just to confirm what I'm saying, the Eagles are 14-point favorites. 14-point favorites over the New York Giants. Why? Because Vegas knows that Brian Daboll isn't stupid enough to try to go to war with this team this week. It makes no sense for the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Giants want to start the playoffs a week early. You want the Eagles in the playoffs? then go and beat the Eagles. Go beat Minnesota. You'll get the Eagles in the playoffs. Then we'll meet in the playoffs. Beat Minnesota, then come see us. But in the meantime, Vegas knows Giants are sitting their starters. That's not emotion. That is not hope. That is not want. That is just facts. That is just science. That is math. That is calculating the calculations or the cornbread. Denzel Washington out.